Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us. And welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, and youtube.com/regionsports. We come to you tonight from Chesterton High School as Region Sports Network presents Penn Kingsmen taking on the Chesterton Trojans in a boys hoop showdown. I'm Mike Zajac. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's game. And joining me with the color is Mike Jamia. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Mike. So a little Mike and Mike. And
Mike and Mike in the evening.
Yeah, and we can't even go Mike Z because that will not distinguish either of us from the other. So
I didn't butcher your name, too.
No, it was perfect, actually. And so I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate being here. Here we are about to, get into the Christmas season here. And what better place to spend it than inside of a gym here in Northwest Indiana for what is supposed to be a great high school basketball matchup.
Yeah, Penn coming into this one 5-1, and former head coach of Valparaiso taking over for Penn this year, and Barrett Coleman.
Yeah, Barrett Coleman, 8 years at Valparaiso High School. I coached under him for 4 of those years. He won 3 sectional titles there at Valparaiso, but he had quite many battles with Mark Urban and the Chesterton Trojans, so it's going to be a really good game in terms of a little cat and mouse perhaps. Both of these teams know maybe not their players, the opponent's players as much, but these coaches know each other very well, and so this should be a really good one.
Kingsmen come in at 5-1. The Chesterton Trojans at 4-2 on the year. Getting a loss last week to EC Central. We had that game right here on Region Sports Network. A great game they had here. It was Murphy of EC Central taking over in the second half. But, Tyler Parrish got into foul trouble in that first half. Came back strong in the second half, but it was too much Murphy for EC Central in the second half, and they pulled away with the victory. So the Chesterton Trojans trying to get back into the win column again tonight, and they'll have a tough one against Penn.
Yeah, they certainly will. Penn is one of these teams where they are an old team on paper, but not very experienced. They graduated all 5 of their starters last year, namely Indiana Basketball Player of the Year, Mr. Basketball of Indiana, Marcus Burton, and the other 4 starters all went on to play collegiately as well. And so, they are returning their 6th and 7th man, and then a bunch of guys that, contributed here and there, but no starting experience from anyone else.
All right, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have basketball for you right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water, I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. I'm all along with Mike Jamia. It's Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School as we get the starting lineups in there. But first, we'll go back to the Chesterton Trojans starting lineup. They're going to have Tyler Parrish, number 1. And lost the guy. There we go. Thank you. How about you do it, Mike? You already got it written down there.
Yeah, sure thing. Well, first let's take a look at this crowd. I mean, you see the pep band to your right now. They did a stirring rendition of our national anthem during the break, and here come the starting lineups right now. Introduced first, a 5'10" freshman, Tobias Ray. 6'3" sophomore, number 5, Logan Picorni. At 6'7", sophomore Caden Schneider. Standing 6 feet 6 inches, number 4, the senior Justin Sims. And the straw that stirs the drink, Tyler Parrish. He's a senior, 6'3", and Tyler Parrish has been sensational this year, hasn't he? So at midcourt, it is Sims and Bonner for the tip-off. They still have the flag down. They haven't raised the flag back up.
No, definitely not in the way. Well, that's
yeah. You can't see it in our broadcast. Yeah, you can't see it in our broadcast, but the flag is up and the tip is up. Sims wins it for Chesterton.
Tyler Parrish start things off for Chesterton. Parrish, the leading scorer on this team. He's scoring 22 a game. Sims in there at 15.5 a game. In the corner, it's a 3, in and out there for Picorni, and Penn the other way quickly.
Yeah, Picorni got a good look there after the drive by Parrish. Just couldn't cash it.
This is Hawthorne with it. Right side, driving through the lane, back outside. Top of the key, good ball movement, and a long 3 doesn't go, tipped it around, and Sims away with it on the run. Out to Parrish to reset.
Yeah, opening possessions for both teams, missed 3s. Bonner on that end for Penn.
This is Sims backing his man down low. Big man goes up and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Sims found himself a mismatch there at the free throw line. He went to work, and it's one of those things when you have your back to the basket in the basket area and you have the size advantage, you either have to get to the free throw line and score 2 or you got to get a basket yourself there.
Nolan McCullough with the foul. That's his first. First is missed from Sims. Second on the way, does rattle in for Sims. 1 of 2 at the line. Hawthorne gives it up to Miller. Miller swings it around. Looking inside is McCullough, back outside. Chesterton. Look like they're playing a little box and one. Saw that last week against East Chicago Central. Rebound tipped around, finally controlled by the Trojans.
Great job of Chesterton's interior defense there, just walling up, not leaving their feet, protecting the rim and getting the ball.
They get it down low to Sims. He's double teamed, back out. Parrish, a 3 on the way. Doesn't go, and the rebound to Penn, and we're going to have a push there by Snyder.
And not the best foul there, 90 feet away from the basket, but, a good job by Bonner there to secure that rebound after the missed 3 by Parrish.
Bonner brings it up the floor. This is Brown. Now to Miller for 3. No good, but Brown gets the rebound, puts it back up. Nobody blocked him out.
Yeah, second chance baskets are going to be key in this one, especially against the Chesterton team that has Justin Sims, who is just a rebounding machine.
There's Sims driving baseline. He tried to get to the Snyder. It's too strong. Back the other way goes Penn. Pull up. And rattles in there for Bonner. And Penn takes the 4-1 lead, 5.5 to go in the first.
Great job by Hawthorne pushing the ball up the court, and an even better job by Bonner running his lane in transition and getting the basket.
This is Sims. I don't think Coach wants him out that far, but he drives through and puts up 2 more. He's got all 3 points for the Trojans tonight.
Yeah, great job by Sims. He's able to put the ball on the deck, get to the basket area, and finish over the smaller defender. And now here he is guarding the perimeter.
And that one was knocked away, and in trouble there was Miller to get it out. McCullough on the right wing. This is Bonner driving, dishes it out. Here's a 3 left side, too strong. Tipped around, no foul called. He tosses it up and goes up and under, does McCullough for 2 more.
Great move by McCullough there on the basket. But, one thing I'm noticing is Justin Sims is guarding Trey Miller, in man defense, and he is not giving much help defense there. He's really they're keying in on Miller, making sure that he doesn't get any more 3 opportunities.
Parrish driving, trying to make something happen, but he turns it over. Hawthorne with it. In the corner, 3, and it goes in there for Miller.
And that's exactly what you didn't want to happen in that possession. There you see that Justin Sims, loses Miller in there, and sure enough, he gets a corner 3 and cashes it.
A 9-3 lead for Penn. As this one's knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with the Trojans. Kellen Watson coming in for Penn, along with Ethan Good. And Nathan Nix in for the Trojans. Trojans trail by 6, 3.5 to play in the first. They go down low to Sims. He's double teamed, finds outside. Driving the lane is Picorni, and it'll go the other way. On the jump ball, it's back to Penn.
Yeah, Ethan Good comes off the bench. First thing he does is he gets a jump ball. You love to see that. Normally a coach, when you check into the game, you don't want to be, touching the ball and just putting up a shot, but they love getting 2 hands on the basketball there on defense.
They tried to go back door, but Tyler Parrish knocks it away. Here he comes driving through everybody and putting it in for 2.
Tyler Parrish, coast to coast. Smooth finish for 2. Makes it a 4-point deficit for the Trojans.
Parrish took a fall there. He's holding his back. See how that goes rest of this quarter. 9-5 lead for Penn. This is Watson. Back out Miller. Step right at the foul line. Good. He's got 5. 6-point lead.
Yeah, and that's 5 points on Tyler Parrish, too. You had the corner 3 there, and a great job to stop on a dime, get Tyler Parrish through the air, and finish at the basket.
Good ball movement there out to Ray. He can't connect. And they double-teamed Sims on the other side. That was leaving Ray open. It's a good 3-point shooting team. Is Chesterton at 45%. And Ray unable to connect there. Driving is Bonner. Dish out. 3 is good for Miller. He's got 8 and a timeout, Chesterton.
Trey Miller, he's the one 3-point shooter on this team that you really, really have to account for. And Chesterton just early on having a hard time getting out and closing out on that shooter.
Yeah, Trey Miller shooting 58% on the year. He's 18 of 31 coming into the game. And he's pretty much the only one who shoots it. You got a couple guys, Good, Hawthorne, and Miamba off the bench are the ones taking the threes, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, nobody else in double-digit attempts, I don't think, besides Miller.
No.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that early on you saw that Sims was guarding him on the line, up the line, in help defense, and, something changed where then it became Tyler Parrish that was guarding Miller, and he got lost a couple times there, and that's the 8 points, and it comes in a hurry, especially when you're dialed in from downtown.
Miller averaging 14.5 a game. He's already at 8. It's a 14-5 Penn lead with just under 2 minutes to play in the first. So the offense needs to get going for Chesterton. As Parrish in trouble, gets it away. Back out to Ray. Watts into the game. In the corner. This is a 3, and it's good. Picorni gets it to go. Much needed 3 from him.
Absolutely. Logan Picorni in the right spot, anticipating the basketball coming his way, and was ready for the shot, and he drained it.
Picorni, a 52% three-point shooter. And we've got a foul. I don't think he was shooting. I said on the floor. They'll get Nix. That's first on Nix. Team second. Bonner taking out looking. Finally does get it into Brown. Brown working on Sims. Bonner in the corner. Chesterton on that man-to-man tight defense. Parrish almost swatted that one away. McCullough gives it up to Good. 45 seconds to play. They get a man open. This is Brown driving. Dishes it out. No good from Hawthorne, and the rebound to Parrish.
You can see such a drastic change from that possession as soon as Trey Miller went out the game.
Here's a 3 from Sims. Doesn't go. And the rebound to Chesterton there.
Yeah, Logan Picorni, he just drilled a 3. And then on the last defensive possession there, he was able to dig and get a deflection before the foul on Nix. And then right there, a very crucial offensive rebound there. So Chesterton is able to hold for the last shot of the quarter.
Parrish. And he'll get fouled. They'll get Bonner for his first. 3.5 on the clock.
Bear
Casey
Coleman,
Finn in.
Yeah, Bear Coleman makes a good sub there for defense. 3.5 seconds to go.
Watts gets it in. Parrish drive, floats one, too short. And that'll do it after one. 14-8 is the score. Penn on top of Chesterton. We'll be back here watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Chesterton High School, along with Mike Jamia. It's Mike Zajac, where we're at Game Night in the region. Penn Kingsman on top of the Trojans, 14-8 as we start the second quarter here. And for Penn, leading scorer has been Miller. He's got 8 early on.
Yeah, and that's one of those guys where, when you game plan against Penn, you know that the one 3-point shooter on this team is Trey Miller. What we also know is that he's the only guy that started in a game last season on this roster. He was the only one. No other person on this roster started a game last year. Like I mentioned in the pregame, they had graduated all 5 guys. He was the 6th man last year, and he is getting it done for Penn in the opening quarter on the road here.
Chesterton played much better defense after that timeout on that one possession, so we'll see on the other side if they can hold Miller and inside, and they got a travel there. Traveling was Zarnecki. Turns it over to Penn.
Yeah, great job by Parrish splitting the defenders there, dropping it off to, Karnecki, but just, one too many steps there.
This is Brown out to Bonner. Chesterton back out to the man-to-man. They go down low, too strong off the glass, but he gets his own rebound, does Brown. Back out to Bonner. Inside left alone. And what do we got? I'm not sure what was called there. On Miller. He stepped out of bounds when he got the ball?
I'm not sure, but the whistle came before he caught the ball, so no basket there. But, there's second chance opportunities for Penn if they can continue to get those and, hopefully capitalize. Not there, of course, but that is a good omen for them in this one.
Parrish pulls it out, just under 7 minutes to play, 14-8. Here in the second quarter. Ray back in there. I'll tell you what, they're closing the lanes pretty good. A spin move by Parrish. Back out, Ray, top of the key, 3. Doesn't go, tipped around, and Penn with the boards.
Yeah, they certainly are. Chesterton at times not doing themselves many favors with the spacing, but Parrish is so dynamic with the basketball, he can go baseline and find an open shooter.
Miller drive, good ball movement, and Sims going up way high to get the boards.
Yeah, Justin Sims skies for that rebound. That's why, it's going to be tough for Penn, to be able to get second chance opportunities, but so far they have.
And that's a travel on Zarnecki. I think it's a second travel. Pokorny coming in for Parrish, and Snyder back in for Zarnecki.
Yeah, Pokorny has provided this Chesterton team some spark in the first period. He knocked down the 3, had a couple good defensive plays. So we'll see if he can do that. But with Parrish on the bench, Chesterton's going to have to really make a point of playing good defense here and not allowing any open opportunities for Penn.
Miller dishes it out, and a 3 goes for Hawthorne. That's his first of the night, his first points of the night. It's 17-8.
Yeah, a bit of a shy closeout there by the freshman Tobias Ray, and, that just made it an easy look for Hawthorne in the corner there.
Watts had it, and we're going to get a foul down around the basket. McCullough with the foul. That's 2 on him. Watts come out and Parrish back into the game. Kellen Watson comes in for McCullough.
Yeah, that was a short-lived stint on the bench there for Tyler Parrish. But he's going to be crucial in this one. And, they find themselves down 9.
Yeah, it's struggle on the offensive side of the ball. When somebody gets into the lane, Penn's crashing them with 2-3 guys on them and then causing chaos.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job of closing up those lanes. And, Chesterton's going to have to just space the floor a little bit better there. And drive and kick, they have had opportunities for open 3s inside out, but they just haven't been able to bury them. But they're going to need to get things going in the basket area. Perhaps look to Sims on the block.
Parrish drives, gets double teamed, back out. They try going inside to Sims, and there's a foul going to be called again on Penn.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. They overload that right side of the floor, and, so it makes it easy for two defenders to come in and guard Sims. So, in order to effectively get the ball into Sims on the block, with any room to work with, they're going to have to space the floor just like that.
Sims down low. Too big there for Watson. And now Chesterton with the press. And right through it goes Penn. There's Bonner. And it knocked away, and now they're going to say it's a double dribble. Late call there by the ref.
Yeah, some crowd influence there. It looked like it got deflected at one point, and that's perhaps why he, held on to his whistle. But after the dismay of the home crowd here, called it late.
Parrish gets a screen there from Sims. And another foul is going to be called on Penn. That's the third team foul here in the second.
I really do like the fact that after Chesterton scored with Sims underneath the basket, they immediately went into pressure. And that's going to be one of the things people talk about, like, we got to pressure more up the court, not let them do. You got to score baskets. You really do. So being able to get that basket, cut the lead to 7, and then get right in there defensively is key. Long three there by Tyler Parrish. It's a 4-point game.
Big three from Parrish, 17-13 to score. Hawthorne in the corner, doesn't go, but it's tipped in by Sims.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where, Miller misses the three and it's a big momentum shift, but, Justin Sims tries to come down with the rebound and he accidentally tips it in. But big basket there by Parrish, and momentarily there was this burst of energy, and that's what Chesterton's going to need to do. They're going to have to make some pivotal plays here in the last 4 minutes of the half and really get this crowd into it and get themselves in a position to, either tie the game or take the lead here in the next few possessions.
Hawthorne and Watson come out. Watson just picked up his second foul. And Peyton Miamba coming into the game.
Yeah, Peyton Miamba, our first time seeing him here with 4 minutes to go in the half. He's a freshman. Very promising talent.
Almost stolen away. That leaves Parrish for 3. Big mistake there. Parrish has 8. It's a 3-point game. And they're going to get Sims on the foul after the basket, so the basket will count. That's the first on Sims.
Yeah, the officials telling the Chesterton bench to sit down they're wondering what the heck happened with Sims there. But the basket counts, like you mentioned, and that's back-to-back threes for Tyler Parrish, and this is now a 3-point ball game.
There's the freshman Miamba with it, driving through the lane. Back out, Bonner goes baseline, tosses it up, doesn't go, but he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, great job there by Bonner. He gets the ball, and he had a wide-open path to the basket, which very soon wasn't so clear. But, positioned himself great there, squared his shoulders to the backboard, went up for a power layup, able to get something off there and get to the free throw line shooting 2.
First one in and out for Bonner. Bonner, a 73.5% free throw shooter on the year. That was the second foul on Snyder. Second one doesn't go, and Sims the boards. Remains a 3-point game. 3:38 to play here in the second. Parrish driving, doesn't go, and Bonner the other way. He's got numbers. He's going to take it, dishes it up, and off glass, no good for Finn, and a foul's going to be called on the Trojans.
Yeah, you see Coach Mark Urban there after the Sims rebound, after the second missed free throw, want to get a set, want to get, Parrish in isolation there on the right wing. They do exactly that. Bonner perhaps should have just taken that to the cup himself, but instead he wants to, dump it off there to Finn, but they have the ball underneath their basket anyway.
get it into Finn. Penn leads by 3, 3:15 to play in the second. In the middle goes Bedian for his first 2 of the game. Back out to a 5-point lead. Down low, Sims working on Bedian and pushes off glass and good.
Yeah,
Sims has 5.
Yeah, immediately recognizing that mismatch down low. Easy bucket there for Sims.
Miller, corner 3, and he buries it. Another 3 from Miller. He's got 11.
That's a tough J by Trey Miller. Nothing you can do about that. Tyler Parrish is shaking his head like, Coach, what do you expect me to do? I had a hand in his mouth, and he still buries it.
Coach Urban calling a play out. Parrish lost his man. Step back 3. It's short. Rebound to Penn, and a bad foul there from Sims. Sims with the reach in, and that's 2 on him. Let's see if Coach Urban wants to bring him out. As he will. Nix coming in along with Zarnecki.
Yeah, 2 fouls there on Sims. You don't want him to pick up his 3rd going into the second half. He may be sitting for the remainder of this half. 2 minutes to go.
This is good. Had it knocked away. Picorni with it. Parrish driving and lays it in.
Great steal by Picorni. Parrish, great job running his lane in transition. Gets the basketball, gets it to the rim for the easy finish.
Parrish with half of the points for Chesterton. 4-point lead for Penn, and there's going to be a travel on the freshman. Turns it over back to the Trojans with 1:39 to play in the second.
Yeah, could be a costly travel there in terms of momentum. You know, the freshman, he will soon learn if he, just perhaps made the mistake, but a jump stop saves your life there. Better footwork there, allows yourself to pivot either way. If you're able to execute a jump stop, he doesn't. Instead, he slides, he glides, and he gets called for the travel.
There's some substitutions in there. Bonner back into the game. Finn coming out. Good is out. There's Parrish on Bonner. Parrish doesn't get the bounce. Tipped around. Loose ball finally picked up by Bonner the other way. Quickly moving through the lane, going coast to coast. Too strong off the boards.
Great in and out dribble there by Bonner in transition. Just can't get the lay. He's got to run back on defense here as Chesterton's looking to get a basket.
1:09 to play in the first half. Parrish weaving through defenders and floats it in.
That's just Mark Urban saying, TP, you're getting the ball in the right wing, go to work, splits the defenders, and he's done that multiple times tonight already, but shows off the floater.
Hawthorne in the lane. Gets it out to Brown. Brown drives, loses it off his foot. It goes back to Chesterton with 38 seconds to play in the first half.
So last possession, Tobias Ray brought the ball up and got it to Tyler Parrish off ball. Looks like that's what they're going to do here as Tyler Parrish points at Ray to perhaps get the ball, but Coach Urban has something to say about that. We'll see here, but there's 38 ticks left in the half. Chesterton had the last shot the last quarter. They're going to probably try to do that here unless they get something quick.
Parrish drives, step back, 3, doesn't go. I don't know. How about you like that call?
I mean, earlier he made it to Venter touch earth and he put up a 3 from long distance. He's buried 1 from out there. I don't know if I like that call. I like the fact that it's quick, though. But, probably could get a better shot there if you're running a set play, but you just got to get a stop here with 10 seconds to go.
Bonner with it, 4 seconds, drives, puts it up at the foul line, doesn't go, and we'll go into halftime. 24-22 is the lead for Penn. It's been a good first half. We'll talk about it when we come back. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, along with Mike Jamia, Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School. 24-22 is the score at halftime. Penn leading the Trojans, and Mike will go over the scoring in the first half. For Chesterton, Tyler Parrish leading the way with 12 points, Sims with 5, Picorni with 3. For Penn, it's Hawthorne with 3, Bonner with 2, Miller leading.
Good opportunities that they've had at the basket area due to their passing. Penn has just done an outstanding job of that. And so, you know, the scoring kind of reads that way, but perhaps, you know, a little context there.
Yeah, for Penn, they do a lot of that drive and kick out, and it crashes the defense into the middle, and it just leaves out those open shooters, especially for Miller. He's already got 3 threes on the game.
Yeah, Miller's threes have all come from inside-out looks, which is a good thing. You know, it's one of those things like you mentioned, Mike, you know, them driving to the basket, being able to kick it there, and, Miller just being able to knock it down. And he's made some contested threes as well. I mean, they haven't all been wide open looks. But in addition to that, I mean, Sims has 2 fouls for a reason. That they've been able to get the ball into the basket area right there on the block. They've had some very good action where, they would have a guy open in the corner and then he would cut as soon as he gets the ball and, square up his shoulders and go to the backboard and put it up and get to the foul line. So, Penn has just done a very good job of passing the basketball and getting into their looks. And Chesterton, that's an area of improvement in the second half. We've seen that, towards the end there, they were able to get Parrish, on the right wing and isolate him from people and give him some proper space to go to work. And he doesn't need that much space, right? I mean, he's splitting defenders. But if you overload that right side and he drives, who's he going to kick it out to? And the looks that he's done on that were to Sims, and Sims hasn't made any of these threes,
And I think maybe in the second half you'll see that a lot more. But look for Picorni. He's another three-point shooter. And just one so far in that first half. They got to find a way for him to get open. And I think Coach Kuhlman's doing a great job with Sims down low. They're double and triple teaming him well, and the game plan's been working in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things where, Chesterton has had some moments where they've been able to find mismatches, with Sims down, in the block or in the paint. And, Sims has capitalized on those. But those opportunities have been far and few between for 2 reasons. One, to your point, Coach Kuhlman has done a good job, defensively on, getting 2 guys on Sims before he gets the basketball. The best way you can guard a scorer is to not let him catch the ball. And they've done a good job of that, for the most part. But then also Sims, has kind of, gotten into some foul trouble, so hasn't done himself many favors as well. But, we expect that to change perhaps for Chesterton here in the second half.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the replays that we're throwing up there. One of the plays was Parrish got the ball up at the top of the key, and Sims was left all alone down below because of a screen play. So it allowed him to get open, and there it is. I think that's the one. I'm not sure if that was it, but Sims getting open, and he puts it off the glass for 2 points. Start to look for that a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, and that example right there where he finished on the right side of the rim over the shorter defender, that came when Chesterton was able to push the ball up the court after a made basket by Penn. So, or I'm not sure if it was a made or a miss, but nonetheless, being able to push the ball up the court and play with some pace and tempo is one thing that Chesterton can benefit from, especially with Sims and Parrish out there in tandem.
We'll take another short break. When we come back, we'll get the start of the second half getting away here at Chesterton High School. We'll be back. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, along with Mike Jamia, Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School. 24-22 is the score. Penn on top of the Trojans as we get started in the second half. And Mike, I'll get your keys to victory for both of these teams the rest of the way.
Keys to victory, let's start with Penn. Being able to neutralize the threat of Justin Sims, because he, is going to be looking to improve on his second half performance. The keys to the game for Chesterton is be able to get the ball to Justin Sims. I really do think that he's going to be an X factor in the second half, because that offense, being led by Tyler Parrish, he can only do so much, especially against a very good team in Penn that plays together on defense. If any of you folks have been watching in the first half, they play as one unit defensively, especially in the half-court offense. That makes it difficult for any ball-dominant player to score and effectively change the game without a counterpart. And that counterpart will have to be Justin Sims in order for Chesterton to come away victorious at home.
I'm not quite sure what I heard while you were talking right there, because I was trying to focus as the fans were cheering up there. And I believe what they said was Tyler Parrish was the 1,000-point scorer here at Chesterton. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I thought I heard. But don't quote me on that. I was trying to hear you, and I was trying to hear what was going on.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's been sensational at his time here at Chesterton.
And speaking of, Tyler Parrish the other way ties this thing up at 24.
Tyler Parrish, coast to coast. It's been so many times that he's done that, and so many more times, hopefully, in store this season.
There's the drive and kick, and not getting it to go is Brown. There's Sims. Chesterton trying to take the lead.
Yeah, big rebound there by the freshman Tobias Ray. He was able to come down with that, get it to Sims, and get a possession. He's coming off the screen here, perhaps looking to shoot or get the ball into Sims.
Great job by the defense there by McCullough, blocking that pass. Ray driving. I'll tell you what, Penn plays great defense on the drives. Long three. Parrish, it goes!
Tyler Parrish. Good, how about you? Drills another one and takes the lead for the Trojans.
27-24. Parrish has 17. Here's Sims. And it will count, and the foul.
Big momentum plays there. Coach Kuhlman's going to want a timeout.
Foul's going to be on McCullough. That's his third. What a great start to the second half. 7 unanswered points by Chesterton.
Yeah.
5 from Parrish, 2 from Sims there. The defender was falling down as Sims came. I don't know if you noticed that. He's still a foul called there.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue it in the fact that, was he in a legal guarding position, et cetera, right? Or is he just kind of running there to try to stop him? So I'm not worried by the call by any means, But it's one thing for Penn fans and people who are familiar with Coach Al Rhodes. Coach Al Rhodes, he retired at the end of last season, and his longtime assistant, Barrett Kuhlman, has now, succeeded him here at Penn, just like he succeeded him at Fort Wayne Northrop years ago. But you mentioned that it's a 7-0 run, okay? So Coach Al Rhodes and his mentees, such as Barrett Kuhlman, have adopted this philosophy of the basketball being played in a game of sevens. And so after, giving up a 7-0 run, you call a timeout.
Sims short. This one's knocked out. It'll stay with the Trojans.
Yeah, and that rule of sevens applies as well to where you want to get in, you want to go up 7, right? You want to, go up 7 in the game, and then once you get to that 7-point mark, you want to get up by 14, and then once you get to 21, that's usually a kill shot. So, just one of those things where you can predict a timeout from a Coach Kuhlman, an Al Rhodes mentee.
Great move in the paint by Sims. It's a 4-point possession there. And it's a 7-point lead for the Trojans. High off the glass. And good for 2 is Brown.
Yeah, great body control there by Brown. Great job of being able to slither his way down the baseline and get the ball up high off the glass.
Inside there to Ray. Knocked out. It'll stay with the Trojans. Parrish takes it out. Sims driving, goes up and under, doesn't go. Rebound to Penn.
Yeah, good move by Sims there, just can't get the finish. Great cut by Miller.
Miller with his first 2 points. And a 30-second timeout taken by Mark Urban.
Yeah, with it being a 3-point game here, it is such a treat if you are scouting this game. As as I looking across the crowd, I see Coach Ben Liskey, and Coach John Knopf seated with him right now, and that's one of those things where you come here obviously because Ben Liskey was the JV coach under Bear Kuhlman at Valparaiso for his time there, but also you're going to play these teams. And, getting an opportunity to scout a good game, you're able to see a lot of different action, a lot of different sets. You hate to go out and scout a game and then it's a blowout and It's just a dunk fest, right? As a fan, you may like that, but as a coach, you're thinking to myself like, okay, I'm not getting anything from here. I'm not learning anything. But a lot to be learned here by the new head coach, Ben Liskey at Valparaiso High School.
This is Ray. Snyder back in there for the second half. He came in for Picorni, I believe. Nope, Picorni's out there, actually. It's Picorni driving. Floats one up, doesn't go. Too strong. Penn with the boards. Bonner to Miller.
Great job by Parrish to clog that up and not allow Miller to either catch the ball and become a shooter or catch the ball and put the ball on the deck and be someone who can drive.
Bonner with the cross move over. Too strong off the board. And the rebound goes to Brown. He's got 4 in this third quarter.
Yeah, those second chance opportunities. If you're Chesterton, you cannot allow Penn to get more bites at the apple than necessary.
Long 3. Parrish fouled. He'll shoot 3. Yeah. Foul on Bonner. That's going to be his second.
Excellent job by Parrish being able to get that ball out quickly. It's almost like as soon as he caught it and within the blink of an eye, he had that ball released from his hand. And that's what you're going to need to do, especially on a guy who's closing out aggressively.
Well, they're saying it was not a shooting foul. There's one I haven't seen, and you hear the fans behind us. We are sitting in the bleachers, and you hear their anger.
Yeah, come on. Be serious. It's a foul. Shooting foul.
Down low. This is Nix. Nix too strong. Tipped out and taken by Penn. Hawthorne with it.
A great pocket pass there by Picorni. Picorni, doing a lot of things that aren't showing up in the stat column. And now he's having to guard Bonner at the three-point line, and that's a tall task.
Bonner spinning down low. And it's Brown. Will shoot 2. Brown having a good second half here.
Yeah, Maverick Brown making a living in the second half here, especially on the block. Doing a great job getting either to the foul line or getting the ball into the basket. He earlier had that one high off the glass with a great finish.
First one good. He's a 74.7% free throw shooter. Hey, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. First one went, and the second one goes for Brown. He's got 6 now. And Penn retakes the lead 32-31 at 4:05 to play in the third.
Tight one here. It's going to come down to free throws, potentially. I think Chesterton's only shot 2 free throws to Sims, right? Split the pair in the first quarter. So they're going to have to find a way to get to the free throw line, potentially.
Parrish over Sims. Sims drives, dishes it out. 3 on the way, and it's good for Picorni.
Picorni playing with poise here. Big time 3.
Bonner. This is Miller. Excuse me, that's Brown down low. And he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 more.
Yeah, Chesterton's going to have to rotate, and they're not, doing the job that they need to do on the interior defensively. And again, they find themselves watching Maverick Brown take free throws.
Good stroke there from Brown. And short on the second. Penn trails by 1, 34-33 in the third. There's Nix. Parrish gonna drive. Pulls up. On the elbow, doesn't go. Chase down. And Penn comes away with it. That's Finn.
Huge rebound, Casey Finn. Able to, run that ball out to the corner, come away with the rebound.
They tried to get away with Sims with the block. Out of bounds and back to the Trojans.
Yeah, good job there by Chesterton. Able to, force that extra pass and allow Sims to get there and help and, be able to get the block and come away with the basketball.
This is Picorni. Double team Sims. Back out Watts now, fakes it. Well, he had an open shot if he wanted because his defender, Finn, fell down.
Yeah, he wasn't seeing the basket area on that one. He had pivoted, but, you still got to see the basket area at all times because you never know when an opportunity is going to arise for an opportunity to either shoot the basketball, pass the basketball, or just make an effective play against the defense.
A lot of ball movement from Chesterton and a lot of time wasted. Already down at 2:12 here in the third.
Yeah, they're going to
good screen there from Nix.
Yeah, they may be setting up for a set or just maybe trying to find an opportunity to go downhill with Parrish.
It's Parrish in the corner, double team. I know they've been trying to get it to Sims. They've been looking that way, but Penn's defense, like they did in that first half, they just crash into the paint and close those lanes.
Yeah, and it seems like, Chesterton is just kind of holding pill right here. But if they really are trying to get a shot, they're going to have to really reverse the ball and move away from the basketball.
They wanted to travel on Nix. Nix has gotten out the top of the key, and they've leaving him alone. Parrish going to step back. It's Nix. He's not the guy to shoot. Fans want him to shoot. We're already down to 1:10. And Chesterton has had control for about a minute and a half, close to 2 minutes now.
Yeah, expect a set here.
Parrish backing down Bonner. Here comes a double team. Floats it out. Watts. Nix still not shooting that. Watts has Nix. Nix puts it down, puts it up. It's blocked from behind by Brown. And that long possession comes up empty.
Yeah,
Brown on Nix. Backs him in. Oh, trying to get the cut man. Here's Parrish taking it all the way, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Tyler Parrish making things happen there. Good job of drawing the foul too. But it's one of those things where you waste so much time off the clock. You're looking to make this a game where you can get a basket, take the lead late, kind of going into the fourth quarter. But you do come up empty there. But Penn, they just gave it right back to them. They let maybe 15 seconds go off the clock.
Parrish makes his first. Forget at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374.
Maverick Brown takes a seat for Penn. He was sensational so far in this third quarter. Miamba taking his place, the freshman. And with Sims coming out, we'll see what's in store for this last 30 seconds of the third period.
Parrish, an 82% free throw shooter, knocks down both. 36-33, under 30 seconds to play in the third. Murphy out there for Penn. There's Murphy down low. Bud doesn't go. Rebound, tipped around. Loose ball's going out of bounds. Back to the Trojans with 6.4 to play in the third.
Great job there by Coach Kuhlman. Having something ready to go and drawn up in the half court there. They had a very good look there on the left block, as Ben Murphy got the ball into, John Bedient. And Ben Murphy, he was on the freshman team last year, right? And who got him the ball for what could have been a hockey assist? Miamba, who's a true freshman right now. So playing big minutes here, gaining a lot of experience here come the end of December.
Parrish pull up three, no good, and that'll do it. Parrish wanted a foul on that one again, but doesn't get it, but they do have the lead. 36-33 is the score after three. Stay with us. Should be a great ending to this one. You're watching Game 9 on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Welcome back to Game 9 on the Region Sports Network. Mike Jamia, Mike Zajac here, Chesterton High School. As we enter the fourth quarter, Chesterton leading Penn 36-33. And a great third quarter. Tyler Parrish with 7 points. Got a three from Percorny, but it was that long offensive possession that they had that really stole the spotlight there in the third.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they control the game, so to speak, right? Making it less possessions there in the second half, and, perhaps that's something that, Coach Urban felt was, going to give them a better chance at, coming away. Perhaps he was fine with having it a close game, a 3-point lead going into the fourth quarter. But yeah, there could have been some more things that could have occurred during that time period. But we find themselves now up 3 Chesterton in the fourth quarter.
The Trojans with possession. Here's Parrish with the freshman on him. Now it's a Ray. The Sims lost it off his foot, and then Penn picks it up. And then Miller lost it on the pass from Biadent, and it goes back to Chesterton.
Yeah, just, perhaps, on the one with maybe even both of them, really, it's kind of just thinking about what you're going to do before you get the ball, right? You're kind of playing a little bit ahead of yourself, perhaps, but it's a wash. And so Chesterton ends up with the ball once again.
Corney gives it up to Parrish. Right side over to Ray. McCorney's going to drive, dishes it off. Sims can't finish. And a rebound goes to Hawthorne.
You know, one thing that you're not going to be able to notice at home watching the broadcast is Miamba did an excellent job of talking that back screen out.
Miamba's long three doesn't go. Parrish a rebound.
And then being able to get that block there, or I guess deflect the ball from Sims, you know, after that. So doing a good job, and that's a freshman out there.
Sims driving the lane, and we'll get a foul on Miamba, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's the speed of a varsity, varsity senior athlete at that in Justin Sims. You know, I mean, he's playing very close and very tight on him when Justin Sims, even going to his left and perhaps playing him a little bit too tightly, and unable to, really effectively guard him legally there, and he gets whistled for the foul.
Parrish fakes the three, gets it down low into Sims, knocks his defender over, too strong, tipped around, and finally it was Brown coming away with it.
Yeah, missed basket there by Sims. Could prove to be crucial here, but just going to have to make up for it on defense.
Tight defense from Parrish, but it's too tight, and they'll get him for the foul. That's his first, and the team's first as well. .6:15 to play in the fourth. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Bonner wants a screen, but nobody's coming. And now Kuhlman calls a different play. Bonner with good defense there by McCorn. He gets the cutting Miller, and Miller almost threw it away. Loose ball. And timeout called by Kuhlman as Hawthorne had possession of the loose ball. Well, a great job there by Kuhlman to be aware of what's going on there. Calls a much needed timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Mike Jamia and Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School. It's Mike and Mike in the evening.
Yeah, prime time.
Prime time Mike. 36-33 our score. Trojans on top.
Yeah, speaking of prime time, it's evident that Tyler Parrish is, the best player on the floor tonight. What is less evident, just due to, some miscues, foul trouble, whatever you want to call it, Justin Sims is one of those guys. But Chesterton has both players, right? But we find, ourselves in a 3-point game in the fourth quarter, despite Penn not having a guy like either of those two. So it has been a very good basketball game thus far.
And we mentioned Trey Miller for Penn with 11 points in the first half. Only 2 so far in the second. So Chesterton doing a much better job on defense as this is double teamed up. And nice give and go there. And they're going to call a goaltend on Sims.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Trey Miller has not had the success that he once had in the first half, and credit to Coach Mark Urban and the Chesterton defense for being able to do that. But it's one of those things where he can affect the game by his shooting.
Miller too strong off the basket. Parrish too strong off the basket, and Miller with the rebound. Bonner the other way. Bonner gives it up, and Hawthorne lays it in for 2, and Penn takes the lead.
Crucial transition basket there for Penn. I don't think they've been able to really get out in transition and score much all game.
Long 3 from Parrish, and he buries it from downtown. Chesterton leading 39-37, 4:40 to play in the fourth.
He is the one player out here tonight.
And Brown, strong off the basket and good to go. He'll have a shot at a 3-point play.
Well, it looks like, the pace is picking up here after the timeout by Kuhlman. Transition basket by Penn. Parrish comes down, knocks down a 3. Maverick Brown at the free throw line again. Where else would he be?
Oh, taken away. Great play there by McCullough. Brown loses it. Ahead the freshman, gives it up to the senior, and Parrish takes it the distance. Long pass out to Miller. Things have sped up a little bit now, and now we'll slow it down.
Yeah, Tyler Parrish, though, he's the one guy out there who can affect the game far more than anyone else. He's the one guy out there that can truly take over this game, and it looks like he may just be doing that, finding his team up 2 at this point. Sensational effort by him all night.
Bonner finds Brown. Brown good to go again.
But he is meeting a tough match and a second-half hero in Maverick Brown. He has been making a living on the block and at the free throw line, and with one free throw could take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Free throw good.
What a good ball game. What a ball game.
I got him down unofficially for 13 in the second half. 15 in the game. Parrish, no, and Bonner the rebound. He's going to get trapped right there, and he stepped on the line. I think he did. Oh, yep. Turnover back to the Trojans.
And on that Parrish miss, Maverick Brown was the one defender that came in help side. Maybe he could have, been a little bit farther outside of the rim, etc. But nonetheless, he's making his stamp on this game on both ends of the floor. It just is only showing up in the stat sheet on one side of that, and that's offensively.
Parrish toying with Bonner out there.
Taking pump fakes at the volleyball line. That's the kind of player he is, folks.
We're going to have a hold. Foul's going to be on Penn. It's going to be on Brown, I believe. Well, no, excuse me. 23 on Chesterton.
Interesting.
Zarnecki with his second. It's the team's fourth. Sims on Brown. Brown just doing it himself. He'll drive, now dishes it back out. Looking, and a foul's going to be called again on Zarnecki in the paint. That's 3.
Yeah, under 3 minutes to go here, and it is getting chippy, especially down on the blocks. People are fighting for position, and the whistles now are being heard throughout the gym.
And with the 5 fouls there, Penn now in the bonus the rest of the way. First one missed from Hawthorne.
We had mentioned it earlier, this one could come down to free throws. And now in the bonus, we're seeing just that potentially.
Second one from Hawthorne. But no, they saved it from going out. 0-2 at the line for Hawthorne. Parrish weaving through defenders. Under 3 minutes to play. 42-41, Penn on top of the Trojans. Down low, this is Sims. He's fouled, he'll shoot 2.
A great pass there from Tyler Parrish. That's a very, very difficult pass to be able to get that over the shoulder of the defender who was, he was playing him in front defensively. So very good pass there. Sends Sims to the line. Sims has been, shooting 58% at the line this season.
Well, makes the first.
And he's 2 of 3 now on the game. He split a pair in the first quarter. So
Second one, no good. 2 of 4 now at the line. Tied up 42-42. 2.5 to play. There's Brown. Miller, 3. Too strong. Rebound. Oh, it goes out. But no, not goes out of bounds. Get it down low. Miller left alone and good for 2 more.
How many times we got to say it? Second chance opportunities, but a great play call, great design there, getting Miller the open 3 at the left wing, and then also getting a second chance basket out of it too.
2-point lead now, back to Penn. Sims. Zarnecki looking for Parrish, but good defense there from Alex Hawthorne. Sims going to drive the lane. He lost it, but a foul is going to be called on Brown.
You know, Brown has been, you know, on defense, I had mentioned earlier, too, one of the things that he's been doing very well is, you know, rotating and help side, and, you know, he tries to take a spear there at it, and Sims, but, you know, knowing that fouling him may not be the worst thing in the world, as, you know, he is 58% on the season, and he's 50% going into this free throw on the night.
He makes the first. Stay with us after the game. We'll name the Proud Union home play of the game, presented by IKORCC, training, professionalism, and partnership for economic development, as Penn takes a timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Mike Jamia, Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School. 44-43 is the score. Penn leading Chesterton with 1:35 to play in the game.
Yeah, this one has been a classic so far. You know, I mean, it's one of the better games we've seen here coming into, you know, the new year and the Christmas season here in late December. You know, these teams will play in their holiday tournaments, but, you know, having a great matchup before doing so, and a great opportunity for learning experience from both of these clubs. You know, you see Tobias Ray, you know, handling the ball in crucial situations, as well as Miamba for Penn, and also
Ray 2 of 2 at the line, ties it up at 44. Hawthorne to Bonner. Bonner's going to drive, open lane, takes it himself, high off glass, tipped around. Brown will shoot 2. Maverick Brown is always in the right spot at the right time, and he'll go to the line to give Penn the lead.
Putting on a clinic when it comes to offensive rebounds is Maverick Brown. I mean, I'm seeing shades of a prime Mike Sweetney.
I'm running out of room on the Brown score sheet right here. 2 of 2, 46-44.
Big time free throws.
He's got 17, I think. We'll go with that. Inside Sims. Sims turns, and he threw it away. He was looking for Nix. I don't think Nix was ready for it.
I don't know. I mean, he actually, I think when he cut, he may have wanted it sooner, and then he still managed to, you know, stay in his spot and kind of camp down there a little bit and still remained open. And Sims just, you know, it's a turnover. You know, just a pass out of bounds.
Coleman gets the timeout. They were getting close to that 5-second. And it's a 30-second timeout as Penn leads by 2. Inbounds play coming up underneath the basket.
Yeah, and that's a good job, though, by Penn, because, Penn's been playing tremendous defense tonight. They truly have been, especially here in the second half, and especially in the closing moments of the third quarter, and now we're seeing closing moments of the fourth quarter, because you got 2 guys down there on Sims. You're not allowing him to think confidently, I'm just going to go score. You're making him a playmaker on the block, and that benefits you. It is to your detriment if Sims has the ball on the block with the mindset of, I'm going to go score.
Right.
But they are taking that away from him to a certain extent. And so credit the Penn defense there, doing an outstanding job. And we'll see what Coach Mark Urban has here with a minute to go.
The pressure definitely going to come from Chesterton here. They got Sims will be all over McCullough on the line. And McCullough can't go anywhere. He tosses it out. It's Miller getting away. Miller down to Brown. And what can Brown do for you? He's got 2 more.
Textbook by the Penn Kingsman and Barrett Coolman. Just like you draw it up.
Parrish weaving through the lane. He's fouled. No shot. I believe that's the 4th on, yep, that is 4 on Bonner.
Yeah, Chesterton there on that, they're trying to get their press break out there and, get a stop or not allow them to get such an easy basket. They just, get burnt on the release and, they had Brown in the corner there and, obviously it's a 2-on-1 and it was perfect.
Toss it up to Sims. Sims drive, puts one up too short, rebound. To guess who? Maverick Brown. What a second half he has had here tonight.
And credit to Nolan McCullough, too. Justin Sims gets the ball with his back to the basket, and he tries to make a move past Maverick Brown. But Nolan McCullough getting there perfectly in help defense, walling up, keeping his hands straight in the air. Sims doesn't see him because he has his head down and runs into 2 guys, puts the ball in the air and loses it, and now Maverick Brown's at the free throw line again.
Makes the first. What a second half. You can't say it enough. 17, that's now 18. I believe this is 19. If he makes it, he does. 2 more at the line. And Chesterton's got to hurry as they trail by 6. Parrish high, bounces around, no. Zernecki with the rebound. Parrish launches a 3. Too strong. Miller with the rebound, but he's fouled. The whole bench of Chesterton and the student section do not like the call. And shooting free throws will be Trey Miller.
Yeah, they're perhaps making an argument that, you blew the whistle too soon, the ball came out, but then again, the official's telling him, he's like, oh, he hit him on the arm, that's why the ball came loose.
Miller makes the first. Second free throw from Miller is good. Tell you what, if you can make free throws at the end of the game, you're going to be on the positive side of the win bracket, and Brown comes away with the steal. Final 8 seconds. Bonner will get fouled by Bacorny, and Penn's going to come away with this one. Big victory coming out here to Chesterton on the road in front of the packed crowd here tonight.
Oh, yeah. People are beating the rush now.
Yep.
Filing out of this one. Penn coming in here on the road, doing an outstanding job of playing team defense, playing with poise, getting second chance opportunities, playing a tough game with a balanced attack, and getting the victory here in Chesterton.
Yeah, they had a game plan, and they executed it.
And that's what it comes down to between these two teams and these two coaches.
Parrish three doesn't go, and that'll do it. Final score, 54-44. The Kingsmen win it over Chesterton. We'll wrap this thing all up in the postgame. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. # Remember the Region.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like health care and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. We're at Chesterton High School as Penn Kingsmen come in and defeat the Trojans 54-44. Mike Jamia, Mike Zajac from Chesterton High School. Let's go through the scoring for the Chesterton Trojans. Tyler Parrish finished with 24 points, Sims with 12, and Picorni with 6. I don't see any other scores on my score sheet. Just 3 scores all night for the Trojans. On the flip side at Penn, 5 for Hawthorne, 4 for Bonner, 17 for Miller, 21 for Brown down low. We had a lot of those free throws toward the end of the game. Really controlled the fourth quarter. Bidient with 2 and McCullough with 2 as well. That's 6 scores for Penn as they are victorious tonight over the Trojans in this one. Final thoughts, Mike?
You know, it's one of those things where Chesterton, you lose against East Chicago, and that score really didn't reflect how close it was. It was a close game for most of it and kind of got out of hand towards the end. Similar thing here. That's back-to-back losses, and, there must be some high talk around town about that. We thought that this team was going to be better, and they're not playing up to expectations. And Justin Sims would probably be the first person to tell you that he didn't play as well as he could tonight. But, it's not a matter of Chesterton playing poorly as much as the fact that it is that Barrett Coleman came in here, got the win against Mark Urban with a team that does not have a Justin Sims, and a team that does not have a Tyler Parrish. And he did it through a balanced attack. They played excellent team defense. They passed the ball very well, and they got second chance opportunities all night long. And so, it's one of those things where they found a way to win because as a byproduct of them doing the right things for the majority of the night.
I want to go back to the Sims. He had 2 fouls in that first half, but that was it after that. He didn't have a single foul. He needs to be more aggressive, I feel like, on the offensive side of the ball and demand the ball. That pass to Nix, I believe it was, down low. You're the senior. You need to take control. You're the number 2 guy, you could say, on this team who needs to take control and do your thing. And giving it up to Nix was kind of a head-scratcher there.
Well, I mean, the way, if you ask, I can see it both ways, right? And I get it that, you have to, if you are a player of that caliber, you have to take the game and put the game in your hands, and you impact it directly, right? On the flip side of that, Penn had 2 guys on him, and the correct decision there is to make the pass to Nix. And the fact of the matter is that Sims just missed it. It was a pass that he should have made. Nix should have then gotten the basket, and he would have been wide open, on the right block, and, it should have been 2 points. But none of that happens because Sims throws the ball away, right? And, it's one of those things where when you're playing against, or you're playing or coaching against a guy that is as good as Tyler Parrish or a guy that is good as Sims, Justin Sims, that they're going to be good enough to impact the game in a plethora of ways. So you need to kind of, influence them to a certain extent, to a certain standpoint of what are you going to let them do tonight, and you're going to want to let Justin Sims pass tonight, and that is that's a result of good coaching, and that's a result of players executing the game plan.
On the flip side, what'd you think of Maverick Brown?
Maverick Brown is, this is the first time I've seen him play all season long, and he is one of those guys where he is in the right position, and he is not shy, of the ball, and he's, we saw a shy closeout by Chesterton by, a freshman, I believe, or a sophomore, and with him, Maverick Brown's a senior. And
he's only 6'1" down there in the paint, too, but he's working guys like he's 6'8".
Yeah, but Maverick Brown is one of those guys where, he didn't start last year. He played in games, but he didn't start. And this is the guy that is ready when his number was called. He is a guy that took it upon himself to, be active and help side defense, to execute the game plan of being one of the several guys that were being thrown at Sims throughout the game. And on the offensive end of things, he knew his main responsibility was to rebound the basketball and get second chance opportunities for his team. And through that, he found himself playing a sensational game where he was in double figures, near 20 points, and found himself at the free throw line with the game in the balance, and him making the outcome victorious for his team.
Clutch free throw shooting from him and Miller toward the end, but you said it was going to come down to free throws, and it did with the free throws from Penn. And that's, I know they don't have the experience, but they're also seniors.
Correct.
It's expected from a senior to come in and close the game.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, where this Penn team has such a high ceiling because of the fact that you have older guys that are just less experienced.
Yeah.
So you give them past the holiday tournament, you're in January now, you creep into February. This team can be a very, very good team because all they're missing is the experience.
Right.
And they've gained a lot of it tonight, coming into a hostile environment, coming away with a victory against one of the premier teams over the last few years in Northwest Indiana, and arguably its best coach. And so, it's an outstanding game tonight, and guys just stepping up and executing. And that's what that's what it's going to take, in Indiana high school basketball. Half the teams lose every night.
Right.
And it's the teams that win that are the teams that execute.
You mentioned Penn doesn't have that guy, the go-to guy. Are they going to need that down the road come tournament play into March?
It's going to put a cap on them to a certain extent, right? But I would say this though, Penn, winning that regional isn't as tough as winning the regional for Barrick Kuhlman when he was at Valpo. I'll say that, and so I'm not saying that they won't be able to win without a guy. I think they could still without having that guy, but who knows what's going to happen from now until March. Right? Trey Miller, came into this season as being the only guy that started a game last year, and he's a knockdown shooter. But if you have guys that are able to fill gaps, so to speak, and
they might have a different guy every night.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And ultimately too, and I can tell you this just from experience, what Kuhlman's probably telling his guys is that everybody's a role player. Everybody's a role player. It's just some roles are a little bit more glamorous than others. Your role is to go score. Your role is to, on offense, you're there hoping for a rebound, or else you ain't getting the ball. You ain't gonna like that. Right. You're not getting your shots.
Yeah,
we're not drawing up plays for you. Correct. So everybody's a role player, and it seems like tonight it was evident that these guys have bought into that, and they executed the game plan, in an outstanding way, and they find themselves, with another victory on the season against a very, very tough Chesterton team.
Let's get to the awards. It's time to name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. The Crowell Companies have offices open 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Mike, who we got?
Maverick Brown. Maverick Brown was the superhero in this one. Yeah, we even said it during the broadcast that he was a second-half hero, but he's a Crowell Company Lantern Man Superhero of the Game in this one with the performance that he had and all the things that we mentioned.
The Blue Collar Player of the Game is brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about the apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org.
I'm going to go with Logan Picorni for Chesterton. He had 12 points in this one, and, I think that was second in scoring for his team. But it was the amount of things that he did, that won't show up in the stat sheet that really helped Chesterton's chances and kept this one a close game. And also, stepping up in the absence of, your second best player tonight, right? Justin Sims didn't get into double figures. Justin Sims, had a hard time tonight. So it's, even more crucial and imperative for somebody to step up. And Logan Picorni did that to the best of his ability tonight. And that's why he's the Blue Collar Player of the Game.
It's time to name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game. It's presented by IKORCC. Learn more at IKORCC.com.
It was in the fourth quarter. It was a Maverick Brown offensive rebound, and it also drew another foul too, and she got him to the free throw line.
Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly, right? It's all a blur. But it was, I think it came on the heels of, Chesterton making a basket. I would either go with that one, or I guess you could go for, the press break.
Yeah.
There, that was drawn up perfectly, and that was Maverick Brown, again, getting a layup there. So either one, it could be your pick on that one. I'll leave that one up to you, but I'll give you the player, and that's Maverick Brown.
Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Operations manager is Rich Castillo. Coordinating producer, Zach Miller. Sports director, Jack Thiel. Producing tonight is Justin Cole. On the camera is Zach Zanelli. Sorry, guys, I screwed that up because it doesn't really say who's doing which one. Coaches, we want to say thanks to Barrett Kuhlman and Mark Urban for giving us starters and stats in this one. The athletic director of Penn, Jeff Hart. Jeff Hamstra of Chesterton. I want to thank all you viewers on Facebook.com/Region Sports, YouTube.com/Region Sports, RegionSports.com, and those of you watching on IHSAATV.org. For the final time tonight, 54-44 is the final score. Penn victorious tonight, moving to 6-1. For Mike Jamia, it's Mike Zajac saying so long. You've been watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.